Universal by the numbers. Today's number is 246. I'm going to give you 2 pro tips, 4 things to do, and 6 things to spend your money on. Plus, there may be a mystery box in this video. Let's kick things off with a pro tip. Right outside the park, before you even enter the gates, is a height requirement board for attractions and rides. The pro tip is to stand your child here, measure them, see what rides they can or cannot ride before they enter the park. You want to set expectations right away. You don't want the child to see an attraction that looks like a lot of fun, but they get up there, they check their height, and then they're too short. That's going to cause a lot of disappointment. Set your expectations before you even enter the park. Now here's the key thing to do. Take a picture of your kid by the height board. That way it helps you throughout the day. Plus, if you visit over the years, it becomes quite the memory maker. Now that we're in the park, how about something to do? And this one doesn't even have a height requirement. Located on Hollywood Boulevard, specifically on the corner of Hollywood and Vine, is Universal Orlando's Horror Makeup Show. This show is going to give you a bit of a history lesson on some of the special effects and techniques used in making horror movies, but also more than that, I would say it's a comedy show at heart. It's a fun show. It does involve a little bit of audience participation, something I highly recommend you do when you're here at Universal. It's a good show to watch any time of the day. They offer several viewings, several show times, but personally, I recommend to watch this in the late afternoon, especially in the summertime. That way, you get a break from the heat because you're indoors in air conditioning, and if it's a rainy day, you can beat the rain by popping into this show, having a good time. I will warn you, the jokes are kind of corny, but they appeal to my dad joke sensibilities. Now when it comes to things to spend your money on, that category is going to cover food and merchandise. Let's start with food. Plenty of unique food to spend your money on here in Springfield. Let's start with a favorite. And that favorite is going to be located inside of a real-life Krusty burger. In fact, it's going to be the Krusty burger. The Krusty Burger Platter, $12.99. How's that as a number for you? It's a 1/3 pound burger with secret sauce, cheddar cheese sauce, a giant tomato slice, iceberg lettuce on a specialty bun, served with curly fries. Now, I'm not showing you this Krusty burger because it's one of the best burgers in the park. No, it's not. But I'll say this. The special sauce, the secret sauce, is really, really good. It really makes the burger. It also made my list of most unique foods you can buy at Universal. I will leave a link to that video in the description box. You're here for a unique experience, right? Try the Krusty burger at least once. Now, here's something for you to do while you're visiting Universal Orlando. The MIB Alien Attack attraction. Actually, it's a ride, a blaster game in fact. It has a 42-inch height requirement. The ride duration, pretty long at 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Inside the queue, the best air conditioning in the park. Now the thing with this attraction, it is more fun when you know how to score well. I've done a couple videos about how to score well on this ride. You should watch them. Don't show your family. You watch them, that way when you compete against your family on this attraction, you'll kick their butt. I will leave links to those 2 videos in the description box. Hey, what is that right there? It's a mystery box. Let's see what's in it. Aha, this time the mystery box contained one of my MIB scoring tricks. Now this is what you want to do. When you have your blaster, you don't want to keep shooting. You want to hold that blaster trigger in, hold it in, because then no matter what you aim at, I don't care if you just aim at the floor and you don't hit anything, you'll score around 20 to 25,000 just by holding that blaster trigger in the whole time. The MIB attraction, do it, especially if you're the family member who watched the tips and tricks video on how to score well. And I guess I should not leave MIB without sharing this bit of information. There is a Facebook group dedicated to this ride. It's the MIB 900 Club. So after you watch my video on how to score well, tips and tricks, also go check out their Facebook group. Join that. It's a fun community and they give out tips as well. I don't know if there's a mystery box inside of Diagon Alley, but I do know there's some things to do and some things to spend your money on. Let's walk through these brick walls so I can show you all about it. One thing I want you to do inside of Diagon Alley, they have 2 stage shows. I want you to watch Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees perform. There's also some audience participation in this show. They pull a guy up stage to dance with a boa. Now, if you want to be on stage, I'm going to show you where to stand to increase your chances. It's not guaranteed, but it will increase your chances. Now, if you're a kid or a mom or a wife and you want to trick your husband to get on stage, this might work as well. Let me show you where to stand. Again, it's not 100% guaranteed. It will just increase the likelihood that the Banshees pull you up on stage to dance with that boa. What you don't want to do is stand far left or far right of the stage. See the stage right here? And this railing, they're gonna move this chain and the Banshees are gonna walk this way and they're gonna try to find someone standing kind of right around this area. So grab your dad, grab your husband, and have him stand kind of near this railing here. You know, just like this general area, like right here, should work. If there's no guy standing in that general area, they will have to wander further out to find the gentleman.
It's going lower.
A great performance as always. Now, if you visit during Christmas time, they have a Christmas set of songs, and those are super fun. Here on the Market Carpet side of Diagon Alley, there's something to spend your money on, and it's located inside of the Gringotts Money Exchange. The Gringotts banknotes comes in 2 denominations, 10s and 20s. They are a fun way to buy things across the park, not just here in the Wizarding World. They're good here at all of Universal Studios, all of Islands of Adventure, and Volcano Bay, and any store owned by Universal. Now, in addition to using it, they do just make nice souvenirs. But if you want one just as a souvenir, I would recommend buy the $10 note, not the 20 if you just want to display it. Why spend $20 on a souvenir when you get pretty much the same thing for only 10? And while you're in there, say hello to the Goblin Teller. They do like to talk to you.
You, sir, you may take photographs if you must.
Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. I bet there's something fun in here we can spend our money on. You can get a small Pygmy Puff for $20 or a giant Pygmy Puff for $35. 2 colors, pink or purple. But here's the fun thing. If you buy one here, or really anywhere, if you buy one somewhere else, bring it in here, they will do a naming ceremony for your Pygmy Puff. It's quite the production. They ring that giant bell right there, and then the cashier does this whole loud production about you adopting the Pygmy Puff and its new name. You can even use your Gringotts banknotes to adopt it. Okay, we're all done with Diagon Alley. Let's continue on to the rest of the park. We are moving closer to the other pro tip I promised you. Here in the San Francisco area of the park is Chez Alcatraz. I have a secret menu item to spend your money on here. So this is the single rider, a secret menu item. My man Josh is going to tell us all about it.
Yeah, we got a single rider here. It's going to have some Disaronno in it, Southern Comfort, a little bit of triple sec, a little Sprite and soda water for the bubbles, and then a lot of orange juice for the taste.
And how much is this one?
And the tax is going to be about $15.98.
Thank you so much, Josh. Cheers. Again, this is not on the regular menu. It's a secret menu item. You only know about it because you're watching this video. Or maybe you saw me mention it on one of my other videos. So remind me, today's number was what? 246, and the 4 was what? 4 things to do? The 4th thing I want to show you today to do is here in New York City. And that 4th thing to do is to ride the Revenge of the Mummy roller coaster. The Mummy roller coaster has a 48-inch height requirement. There are test seats out front. There's no metal detectors for this ride, but you can't take bags on it. So there are free lockers to use. The top speed is 40 miles per hour. It has a 50-degree incline launch. There are no inversions, so don't worry about going upside down on this ride. The ride duration is 2 minutes, 57 seconds. The first part of the ride is slow and windy, but fast after the launch. And since Confrontation used to be in this location, there are a few Kong tributes here. This is my favorite ride here at Universal Studios Florida. Since we are over here at the Mummy, and since we've already had the single rider drink, I should give you the next pro tip, and that would be to use single rider lines. The Mummy is one that has a single rider line. Most of the rides at Universal do have single rider lines. They do tend to cut down on the wait time, especially when it's busy. Now, my experience shows me that single rider lines work better in the AM before the lines get too long. But here's the thing. If you're here with your family, if you've never been on one of the rides, you do want to experience the queues with your family and the ride with your family. So I would recommend maybe doing the first time on a ride with your family so you can experience with them and enjoy the queue. But after that, switch over and use single rider lines to save some time. Still hanging out here in New York City, which is the home to the Mummy ride. Also home to my favorite store, the Film Vault. Surely something in here I can show you to spend your money on. This store is home to a lot of the Universal Classic intellectual properties, such as Back to the Future. There's a whole wall here of Back to the Future merchandise. But I think I'm just going to show you one thing. One thing to spend your money on is this t-shirt right here for $25. I own this, albeit in a bigger size than what you're seeing now. This is a very, very soft shirt. It retains its shape and color after many washings. I recommend you get the blue Back to the Future shirt. Like I said, 25 bucks. But if that shirt is not your style, plenty others to choose from, along with, all types of Back to the Future merchandise. The Film Vault, home to all of your classics. So the number was 246, right? And I think I've given you 2 pro tips, 4 things to do, and 5 things to spend your money on. That means we have one more thing to show you. And the next thing you can spend your money on, popcorn buckets and popcorn. There's many food tents across the park where you can buy a souvenir popcorn bucket for $12.29. But after that, each refill is only going to be $2.19. If you just buy like a regular popcorn, it's going to cost you $5.19. So it could be worth it to you to spend the extra for the souvenir bucket and then get refills at that lower price. Universal Orlando also offers several types of specialty souvenir popcorn buckets, such as the Minions here. We have the Minions in a car for $38 right there. And then the Minions with the selfie, $29. Now the thing with this, your first fill of popcorn is going to be free, and then after that, if you want refills, again, it's just going to be the $2.19. And that was video 246. For more Universal by the Numbers, click that subscribe button, and as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.